Really, f. If more of us had bothered to vote, then this wouldn't be happening. But we all didn't care enough, so this is the result, TBH. It's kind of funny because if you had taken 5 seconds to look at my page, then you would have realized I actually cared enough to have devoted my entire time on this platform towards making content to try to prevent this from happening. But nah, it was just so much easier for you to lump me in the we all bucket. Yeah. In your mind, all of us must be collectively at fault for electing a monster. You might have had to be discerning to see the whole picture. No, it's easier to just put us all in the bad bucket. It's easier to just write all of us off to save your sympathy. You can't spare any of it for us. You've got no extra. Just curious, I wonder what side of the aisle you'd be on if you lived in this country, because you're certainly sounding a lot like a MAGA, aren't you? Yeah. I wonder what you would say to a kid with cancer who grew up in a family with a parent who smokes. Would you say, wow, that kid shouldn't have grown up in that family? Maybe if that kid had bothered to live in another family, then they wouldn't be in that predicament. Is it sort of like all those people who went to work on 9/11? If they all hadn't gone to work, then they all wouldn't have died in the rubble? See how that works? You know, maybe you should have thought about it before you decided to withhold your sympathy from the entire country, because the reality is less than 25% of this entire country voted for this administration. So in essence, that's sort of an easy-peasy dismissal of the 75% of the rest of us. What happened, Were you running short on sympathy? Running short on empathy? And just had to let me know that you were fresh out. Just had to twist that knife, because that's exactly what I needed. You can see what a shit show it is here. You can see how devastating it is for people who live here who didn't want any of this to happen. But you just had to add to the pile-on, because that's the kind of guy you are. Well, here's what I think. Maybe if you had bothered to learn how to be a fully formed human being, you wouldn't have ended up needing to share your assholery with me. But the reality is, we don't need sympathy from you all. Yeah, because folks like you would only dole it out transactionally anyway. So keep it. Hoard it. Lord knows you've got quite a shortage. And do me a favor. Next time you decide you're going to drop in somebody's comment section and act like a dinkus, get over yourself and just scroll along. Okay? All right. Then have the day you deserve. Yeah.